We're working on thread the needle. Last video, I had you use a chair to help you kind of feel what was going on, but we're taking the chair away today. Yes, you can. Now, if you really feel your balance is compromised and you're not ready, just grab the chair. That's fine. You can still do it along with me. Now, again, about the feet position, you are more like a plie stance, and then we shift over. So I'm going to shift to this side because we started on the right side last time. Always keeping that knee out and off big toe. So your weight will be more midfoot. Now here, you're going to feel that even more because we're taking away the chair to help you get more core activation. Normally in the workout, Teresa has fatigued these large muscles to force you to work the core more. But if you happen to have a weaker core or you don't have as good a balance, it can actually be detrimental because you're wobbling and bobbling using every muscle but your core. So that's why we use the chair to start, and now we're going to graduate without the chair. But we're still only going to do singles and touch to start with. Okay, so let's get into position first by rolling forward and doing that little chop chop. Inhale, exhale, squish, fingers deep, inhale. Exhale, belly button up and back. Press the ribs up, shift back and off big toe. Okay, now we're going to do some hands too. So we're going to stay in this position and we're going to talk about the hands. As we come over, both hands come, and the hand that's going out as your knee goes this way is going to be palm up. You can do a bear claw. You can do jazz hands, but I would start just with mitten hands, especially if this move is new to you. But you want that nice tight mitten. You don't have wimpy mittens or the fingers falling apart, because that will help you keep your lats activated. And even though this one is coming across and getting a little bit of a rest, it still has to keep the thumb stretching. Okay, so we'll come over to this side. Now this palm will be up. So whichever way the knee is going, the opposite hand is going to be palm up. That's a good way to, easy way to do it. So over, pulse, over and pulse, over, pulse. And by pulse, I mean pulling that thumb back. Reshift, ribs up. Okay, so we're going to draw that U over and out, touch, shift. See, we can't do it real slow, can we? Over, pulse it, and touch. That's that little torque where we get the hip forward as we're bringing that knee over. Over, pulse, and touch. Really challenges the core. Knee out, ribs up. Over, pulse it, out, and touch. Let's do a quick kick out. Flick, kick, 3 and 4. Now lift those knees, but in alignment and ribs up. Okay. I'm going to tell you something I just noticed I did. I kind of shifted into that when I lifted my knee, so let's do that again. Keep those ribs up. Don't shift. Don't lean into it. I was a little bit tired there. Yeah. So now we go to the other side. Shifting over to your right, touch left. Shift forward, or tilt forward, chop, chop. Inhale. Exhale, squish. Fingers deep. Up, belly button up, 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 and stretch up. Shift weight to midfoot, and then again, knee out. Palms down. Okay, so we're here. We're here. We're going to draw that U. So draw that U over and out, touch. Over, palm up, and touch. Over, pulse it, and touch. Once more, keep that knee out. Over, pulse, and touch. Kick out again with ribs up. Kick, 2, 3, 4. Knee ankle in alignment without leaning into it. Okay. So that's a good way to get started into doing this move without the chair. If you need to use the chair or use the chair for a couple and not for a couple, that's totally fine. That's how I've done that before, to build up that core strength and balance. Then when you're ready, you can do 4 without touching. Oh, yes, you can. Now, I honestly have no idea if I'm going to be able to get through this or not without touching. So if you get 2 down and then you had to touch on number 3, it's not a failure. Please don't start over and try to do 4 in a row again. Remember, it's progressing. The goal is to get there, but to get there and strengthen your muscles and balance as we go. Okay? Remember what I told you before, lat activation really helps. Now I'm talking, so it's a little bit more difficult for me, but you can really focus on getting those ribs up and lat activation. Okay, let's go back to your right, touch left. I'm sorry, your left, touch left. Right, knee out. We're just going to press in to get those ribs up and shift more with midfoot. Hands to the side. We're going to do our best. If you're not ready for this, just do the touches. You'll be a little bit behind me, but it's okay. And if you're still using the chair, that's fine. Just still use it with me. Do it with me. Ready? Inhale. Lats up. Here we go. So over and out. 2, don't grip those toes in the shoes. 3 and out. 4, out and touch. Hey, made it. A little quick out, quick kick out, because we're getting a little more tired because we've done that first one with the touches. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Now to the right, knee out, touch left. Press to get that core, ribs up, shift weight off big toe. Let's get ready with the hands. Big inhale. Exhale, set those lats, and here we go. So over and out, 2 and out. Pull that tummy in. Remember, lat helps with balance. You did it. Great. Let's do an activated kick out to release a lot more of that tension. Mitten hand, toe with the head. Keep knees softly bent. Flick kick for 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 more. 5, 6. Yes, we can. Now lift that knee in alignment. Keep the tummy tight and ribs up. Curl hunch, knees out. Relax that head. Weight and heels. Inhale. Exhale, shoulder roll up and back. Keep those knees out. Knees out as you try to go straight. Ribs up. Woo! That was a little mini workout all on its own. I hope you found this helpful. This is, like I said, this is a great move to work that lower body. If it's helpful for you to keep the chair, that's fine. If you have a bar, you can use that. In fact, you could possibly even use the chair as a bar if you had it in front of you. But you want to be careful that you allow enough room to be able to move your legs. So keep that in mind. If you're still having troubles with balance, you can use the chair in a variety of ways, but our goal is to graduate you out of the chair. So if you can even do those single touches, that's great. We'll go over the next part in the next video. If you have any questions, comment below, and I'd love to hear if you found these tips helpful or if you had an aha and felt some muscles you've not felt before.